Because from the guy's perspective, a lot of guys will feel, and look, some guys will wait. It could have certainly been the case that he just wanted sex. He was like, okay, fine, I'll wait, whatever. He hit it twice, and he was like, okay, whatever, moving on. Was that kind of the impression you got up front, or did he seem like actually serious?
Like, he seemed serious, but looking back on it, I definitely think that I could have been a little bit
more what? You could have been more what?
Well, I think I was just feeling a little insecure about how long it had been since I'd like hooked up with someone, because I saw this meme that was coming up on New Year's, and it was like a Spotify Wrapped meme, and it was like, "You've had sex with 0 people this year, you fucking loser." And so I was kind of
what? So okay, you were insecure because you thought the sex was bad?
No, I was insecure before we had sex because
it'd been a while.
Yeah.
Maybe nerves. Okay. So, because I think when it comes to dating, a lot of guys feel that we have to do a lot of the upfront work when it comes to building a relationship. And I mean, I don't know the details of what happened with this guy, but oftentimes a lot falls on us in terms of initiative early on. Did he take the initiative asking you out on dates? Initially, how did you guys match? On dating app or in person?
It was on Hinge.
On Hinge. Okay, did he match you or did you match him?
I think he matched me.
Did he send the first message?
I think he said something and then I messaged back like, hey.
Okay, did you ask for the date or did he ask for the date?
He did.
He did. Did he ask for your number or did you ask for his number?
Probably him.
Probably him? Mm-hmm. Okay. Did he set up the date?
Probably.
Okay. When on the date, did he pay for the date?
Mm-hmm.
Did he pay for all the other subsequent dates?
First 2 or 3.
First 2 or 3. Okay. Did he lead the interaction on after that point? So an example, like at some point he probably said, "Do you want to come back to my place?" I don't know if it was on the first date, second date, third date, but did he lead from there?
Yeah.
Okay. So on your second date, did he plan that one? Second date,
so.
second hangout?
Yeah.
Did he plan the third one?
It might have been more mutual.
Super chatted $99.99. This just means you need to build your personality. Your looks will only get you so far. Post peanut is a real thing.
Post nut clarity.
Also, I miss Chase. Bring my boy back.
Okay, so third date, you said it was a bit mutual. By the way, HM, thank you, man. Yeah, Chase, me and Chase are talking. We're going to get him on pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so third date, who went for the first kiss? Was it him or you?
Him.
He went for the first kiss. Mm-hmm. What about moving things forward sexually? Was it him or you?
Him.
Him? Okay, and I assume you maybe rejected him the first few times, correct?
Yeah.
How many times did you turn him down?
Like...
What day did he kiss you on? First date, second date, third date?
Maybe third.
Third date? Did you, at any point, did you turn him down for the kiss?
No.
Okay, so first kiss, fine. But the first move he made to try to move things forward sexually, you turned that down, right?
Yeah.
Second move, turned down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
So what happens in those situations is, and I think women don't realize this, we as men, we really pretty much, I know you guys hang out with cliques. There's this term in video games called carrying. So when you carry someone in a video game, you basically, they suck at the video game, you have to do all the work, and you bring them to the win. That's how most men feel when it comes to courtship with women. We have to do everything. So women have the privilege of not really acknowledging or knowing all the work that goes into actually going from matching with you on a dating app or meeting you all the way to sex and then moving forward from that. There's dozens, if not hundreds, of potential points of rejection. So it could be, if you ask her out too soon, some girls might say, "Oh, let's talk a bit longer." Okay, cool. Let's talk more. Getting the number. There's a lot of logistical steps going all the way from first meeting you to sleeping with you that we as men take care of that women don't really do or think about. So him pulling back is just him being like, "Well, I've been carrying you. This is how about you put in a little initiative? After a period of time, if you aren't starting to put in mutual effort and meeting him, then guys are going to be like, either she's just not interested or I'm fucking tired of carrying this relationship. So, at least in my experience, a lot of times when these guys hook up with you and then they don't want to see you again, maybe it's because they're dogs and they just wanted to hit it, or it's just like, wow, that was a lot of work. She's not putting in any mutual effort. Like, if all you're offering to a guy is sex, that's all that they're going to want.
Yeah, no, I think for like first 2 dates, I definitely kind of take the back burner because I kind of want to see that someone's invested a little bit, because if they're not going to be, then I assume that they're doing what they did for me for hundreds of women. And then it's also like I could find someone who would plan the first and second date easily.
Sure.
I'd say third date is when I try to start kind of chipping in a little bit more, like planning it, paying for my share.
Yeah, but just to perhaps at least attempt to explain what was going on there is, like I said, guys have this feeling of, wow, I'm doing all the work, and then like if the girl doesn't really start like putting an effort, then, so you said he started pulling back. That's just probably him being like, when is she going to contribute to us building a relationship?
Teamwork.
Yeah.
So
What does that look like then?
I'll get to that. So men are typically expected, in terms of courting women, men are typically expected to ask you out, pay for the date, set up the date, plan the date, and then, go for the first kiss, move things forward, handle everything. So if that's what men are expected to do in the early stages of building a relationship, what are women expected to do? Brecky, go ahead.
Show them affection.
Tilt the mic
Show them
down.
affection, and I don't know. I feel like when you date someone, you're also like a friend. Like they're attracted to you, but they're also as a friend. I don't know.
I think you should be responsive, and if you actually like a guy, you should respond and put in the effort as well. I don't think that guys should just be the only ones just to put in all the effort.
Okay.
This reminds me of a saying. There's a saying right now on social media, and my friend literally said this to me like yesterday or this morning or something, but it's like when it only works out better when a guy is actually more obsessed than the girl.
Nope.
And like that's
true.
that's what made me, like, you talking about like doing all the work, putting in all the effort, like that makes me think it relates to that situation of like a guy liking a girl more and putting in that effort to see whether or not she's going to, I guess, accept the date, like accept moving forward with the relationship and everything.
Well,
that's what I was just thinking.
As a guy, you need not be obsessed with a girl to acknowledge that if you want to get anywhere with women, you're going to have to you're going to have to take on the burden of initiative, because women don't really approach guys. They don't hit on guys the way that men approach women. Because as women, you can kind of just sit there, either on Instagram, dating apps, or in person. Men will come to you. Women don't really be hitting on guys like that.
Well,
Yes.
Brian,
Go ahead.
I think pursuing a woman who is
Closer.
feminine and pleasant and kind and smart isn't a burden. It should actually be something that a man enjoys doing, and that's a good thing that men carry, as you're saying. It's a good thing that they're responsible for showing their interest very strongly and pursuing.
Well, I mean, this almost comes back to our discussion about vulnerability, because you just expect men to just handle everything, and we're just supposed to be satisfied with your lack of enthusiasm and your lack of effort in building a relationship.
I don't mean with lack of enthusiasm in response. I mean, like, if a woman is, interested back, obviously she should show that. But that doesn't mean that she should start like opening doors for him or something.
Well,
that's
not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But men, there is this certain fatigue of dating where we feel like we always have to be the one initiating, setting up the date, making the first move. Like, I mean, I can ask you all, have you, of all the first dates, voice crack, of all the first dates you've ever been on, have you ever asked a guy out? Or sorry, let me rephrase that. Of all the first dates that you've ever been on, more often than not, was it the guy who made the move or was it you?
The guy.
The guy
I feel like
usually
that's a
does,
guy's
but
job.
I have.
A guy's
I've been like,
job,
"You wanna
okay.
Go out.
I guess probably the guy, but I mean, I don't really go on like dates. Like, I think hanging out with a guy
Well,
is like,
that's hanging out, dates. Let's use those synonymously.
okay.
the guy.
I feel like it's been like half and
50-50?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy.
The guy. Yeah, the guy.
I was never asked out on a date before my current.
What about with your boyfriend?
Yeah, he asked me
Raw
out.
super chatted $100.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What about you?
The guy.
Okay. So, word?
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
I feel like you're
That's how
being
it should be.
contradictory because you say like guys don't like masculine women who, you know, go up to guys and ask them out.
I think it's emasculating to be the pursuer of a man.
I agree.
You're supposed to let him take that role.
No,
the
that's
lead role.
that's a fair point, but I think there is to some degree a fatigue that men experience when it comes to always having to be the one that makes the first move and always initiates.